because it was just smoke. There was smoke out the exhaust.
Sound a bit rough.
Yeah, no, it will be. It will be. Not good news with the 33. Unfortunately, I just put the new turbo on and so on. It's looking absolutely money. And I went to turn it over and everything and give it a prime, and everything was priming and turning over mint. And yeah, it started for about 5 minutes. And this oil started coming out the back there again, and then I thought, oh shit, I don't know what's going on here. And it turns out that actually turned it off. And after I turned it off, I thought I'd just start it back up again and give it a turn on. And the engine locked itself. It's completely locked now, and I turned it on again, and I can see this clonk, clonk, clonk. Something shed out. I don't know. It's completely fucked the engine on it, unfortunately. But it is what it is. At least I've got one car which actually works. But yeah, next video the engine will be coming out of this thing. Unlucky, not the thing I wanted, but it is what it is. And sometimes things happen for a reason, eh? But very annoying. And this turbo from get-go was not blowing. The comp test, I should have done a leak down test as well, because the compression was a little bit low, but I know it'd be fucked low, and this thing is reamed. Not the goods, not the goods at all. Look what the cat dragged in. Yeah, boy. Oh, damn, son. Woo. Ready to go. So we just finished ripping this engine out of the car here, and it's looking pretty bare and yucky, as you can see, but actually it was pretty painless. Just a couple of shitty wires and so on.
Yeah, just the usual, you know, you forget to connect a few wires. So.
Yeah, and what people have done, they kind of made it easy and also hard for us with some of the bolts. We found both the engine mounts there. Stan found out that they were split in half,
split in half, yeah, just the usual.
Yeah, where is it? Where was it? No, one was, oh, I'll show you the one that's on there anyway. Well, you can see it's in existence there. There we go, yeah. Yeah, and the other one's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, about to come off as well. So, needed to be done, but this engine is fried. There's fuel coming out of the intake plenum as well, which is strange, but could be an over-fueling thing from before, but yeah. Let's put this new turbo on, and it just started shitting out oil from the engine, and it kind of seized up, so not the mahi, not the tahi at all. But is what it is. Big cleanup, new engine coming sometime soon, and should be all good, should be all go.
Yeah,
exciting stuff. Easy as. So this is where I've got to. We got the old 25DET here with my fresh oil filter and all in the car, but well, that's a fucking joke, isn't it? Because this thing is blowing up as shit. Stan and I ripped the engine out of this car pretty quickly, probably about an hour overall. I got a time lapse of it all, which you guys would have seen, but it went pretty well actually. But yeah, it's looking pretty yucky in there. As you can see, there's heaps of fucking build up and so on, but both engine mounts snapped. Oh, look at this. And the other one is reamed. So yeah, that probably was that sound that I thought. I thought it was going to be in a bush or something like that, or some weird solid mount something, but nope, it's just a fucked engine mount. But yeah, this was my Friday. Good thing it is that a lot of stuff the guy said before me, which is rare with RBs, was actually true. So they put a new clutch in, which we didn't have a receipt for, but all that was done and was done properly. It hasn't even worn in yet, hasn't even bedded in properly yet. Looks like he hasn't actually worn it in properly yet at all, so I didn't do that when I'm done, but fuck, it has been one day. It's been a shitty week with this stupid car, but shouldn't be too long now until it's back on the road. Got a new engine coming, so hey, okay. So the engine is ripped out. Got this baby out here, and what we'll be doing today is a start of a teardown, setting it to TDC, top dead center first, and then beginning the teardown, so let's go. So I just finished ripping the head off the Skyline here. Didn't film a lot of it, but yeah, found out it's got a, sure, it's pretty thick, a triple head gasket, which is pretty mint. So obviously it has been taken off at one stage, and looking at the engine, it's actually not that bad. But yeah, which is interesting. So it's actually not too bad, the engine, but it'd be interesting to see when I flip it over and have a look at the crank and the bottom end to see how it is, but this is not too bad. And the head was absolutely mint, nothing wrong with it. Everything seemed to be okay. There was no detonation or any sort of damage on the head, so weird stuff. So I kind of just seized when I was cranking it, so it could be something simple like a bearing or something like that, but we found some weird stuff like fuel in the intake manifold, so I have no clue, like coming out for the boost line there, so I have no clue. It is weird. So I'll give you a little heads up what I've been doing on the engine for the R33 there. Just got a ring compressor off a mate and let me put cylinder 5 in and piston 5 I should say. So that has just been lightly tapped in it, and turn it around and put the bearing, bottom bearing, and do the bolts up for the conrod and so on, and put everything back together. I found out I can actually reuse this AAA head gasket. Just I got some copper sealant just to make sure. It'll be absolutely fine. It's going back on exactly the same head, exactly the same surface, which is so it should be able to mate up pretty well. I mean, ideally I'd machine it all, get it all looking beautiful, but it'll be absolutely fine the way it is at the moment. Also got some more sealant for the sump, which I'm going to water blast and I'll put back on as well. But the GDR is now back in the garage. Took it for a drive and she went primo, which is good, and pushed the 33 back out here. But I better give her a bit of a water blast on the sump there. She was looking a little bit sad. But sorry, the engine bay here, it's looking pretty sad. I'm going to paint it all black, but I should be able to smash out a lot of today. But pretty much I'm just going to be putting the pistons back in this baby, turning it over, doing the conrod up, or just that one piston, and then clean that head gasket up, put some sealant on. Should be way laughing. Wish me luck on this baby. It's just an emotional time. Yeah, already modded that. Short throw now. Short the story.